Oh, wow. The energy coming through right now is absolutely intense. Like, I need you to stop whatever you're doing because someone is not over you. Not even close. I'm seeing obsession. I'm seeing longing. I'm seeing someone who lays awake at night building an entire future in their mind, with you in it, and then wakes up and pretends like none of that happened. This reading is going to go deep. If you feel like you were guided here today, there's probably a very good reason for that. Welcome back, loves. Before we dive in, I just want to say, if this reading found you today, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Spirit always delivers what you need, not always what you expect. Let's get into it. I pulled these cards specifically for someone who has this unspoken, unresolved connection lingering around them. You may have already felt it, that low hum of energy, that strange feeling that someone is thinking about you, even when they're saying nothing. Let's find out what's really going on beneath the surface. Okay, first card out of the gate, and it hits immediately. Why do I deserve someone like you? This is the foundation of everything this person feels. They put you on a pedestal, genuinely. This isn't performance. This is someone who looks at you and feels almost unworthy. Like you are something rare that landed in their life and they still don't fully understand how or why. For some of you, this is someone who grew up with emotional wounds around love. They were taught, maybe not in words, but in experience, that good things don't last, that people like you don't stay. So instead of running toward you, they second-guess themselves. They pull back. They act confusing. And Spirit is showing me that their distance is not about you. It's about them standing in the way of their own happiness. Take what resonates here. This person genuinely sees you as something extraordinary. Now, this is important. Keep the door open. This message is coming in for both of you, but I feel it stronger as something Spirit wants the other person to hear. They're being shown not to be so fixated on what closed, on the silence, the unspoken moments, the maybe missed opportunity, that they miss the door that is still open between you two. The energy here is saying this person keeps revisiting the past. They're replaying moments, conversations, things they should have said. And Spirit is nudging them. The connection isn't gone. The door isn't locked. They just need to stop staring at the floor and look up long enough to see that you're still there. This card is one of the most hopeful I could pull in a reading like this. It means timing is still alive. And here comes the truth they won't say out loud. I don't want to be alone. Now, listen, I want to be careful here because this can read two ways and both are true. Yes, there is genuine fear of loneliness here, but I'm also sensing something more specific. It's not just anyone's company they want. They are afraid of a future that doesn't include you. I'm hearing the thought of you moving on, of you finding someone else, of you being happy without them, actually unsettles them in a way they're not fully ready to admit. That's not just loneliness, that's attachment. That's someone who has already quietly claimed you in their heart and is now terrified of losing something they never officially had. Comment claim if that landed for you, because I know that hit someone watching this right now. Okay, I have to pause on this one, because true love appearing in this position, after the fear, after the self-doubt, this is Spirit confirming that what this person feels for you is not casual. It is not convenience. It is not temporary comfort. This is the romance of a lifetime energy. For some of you, this is your person. I genuinely believe that. What they feel is real. What they feel is deep. The reason it's complicated is not because the love is small, it's because the love is actually enormous, and they don't know what to do with something that big. True love scares people who have been hurt. It's almost easier to stay in longing than to risk being fully seen and still left. Spirit wants you to know, this feeling between you two is not your imagination. Here it is. I'm obsessed with you. And the energy behind this card is almost breathless. I'm seeing someone scrolling back through your photos, rereading old messages, catching themselves smiling at a memory, and then feeling almost embarrassed by how much space you take up in their mind. This is not a healthy obsession in the sense of unhealthy fixation. What I'm reading here is that they are consumed by you in the most tender way. They notice small things about you that you've forgotten saying. They replay the way you laughed, the way you looked at them once. And here's what's wild. They probably think they're hiding this. They think they're playing it cool. But Spirit is saying the obsession is written all over their energy. Anyone who knows how to read it can see it. The love between you and your person is eternal. Nothing and no one can take it away from you. I want to sit with this for a moment because this card coming up here is not small. This is Spirit saying whatever has happened between you two, whatever silence, whatever distance, whatever confusion, the bond underneath all of that is not breakable. For some of you, this might be a twin flame or soulmate level connection. For others, it's simply someone who loves you in a way that goes beyond logic, beyond what's convenient, beyond what makes sense on paper. This person would choose you even knowing all the complications. That's what unconditional means. It doesn't mean perfect, it means regardless.
I want to handle this with the maturity and honesty it deserves, because this energy is real and it's coming through strong. There is an intense physical pull here. This person thinks about you in a very intimate way. And what I want you to understand is that for this particular person, physical desire and emotional love are deeply intertwined. They're not separate things. When they think about being with you physically, they're not just thinking about a moment. They're thinking about closeness, safety, being fully known by another person. The desire here is layered. There's hunger, yes, but underneath it is this profound need for intimacy, to be near you, to feel like they belong in your space. This person fantasizes about what it would feel like to stop holding back. Let me know in the comments if you've been feeling a strong magnetic pull from someone lately, because this energy is almost tangible. This person has genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. Spirit keeps returning to the same theme. This is not fragile. Whatever obstacles exist, timing, distance, fear, circumstance, the love underneath has a quality of endurance that most connections don't have. I'm getting the image of a thread that keeps pulling even when people walk in opposite directions. They can try to ignore it, they can stay busy, they can date other people, and still, that thread, still you. This card is confirmation that whatever this person feels, it has staying power. The question isn't whether they care. The question is when they'll stop being afraid of how much. This might be my favorite card in the whole spread because it is so honest. I am stuck in visions of us together. This person is not just thinking about you in the present. They are building futures, entire lives. They imagine what it would look like to be with you properly, what your mornings would feel like, what you'd be like to come home to, whether you'd be happy together long term. And Spirit is showing me that these visions feel real to them. They feel it in their body, like a memory of something that hasn't happened yet. For some of you, this is someone who has been holding this private fantasy for a long, long time. They've never told you. They've probably even told themselves to let it go. But the visions keep coming back because the soul doesn't lie the way the mind does. Does this sound familiar? Tell me in the comments. Visions, if you relate to this energy. Now, here's where Spirit gets a little more real with us. Balance. There needs to be a healthy balance of physical, emotional, and spiritual intimacy for a relationship to be sustainable. This is the card that brings everything back down to earth in the most grounded way. Because yes, this person feels all of this, the obsession, the love, the desire, the visions. But Spirit is also pointing out that there is an imbalance right now. Either the emotional connection isn't being matched with action, or one of you is giving far more than the other, or the relationship dynamic is still not on equal footing. This card is not a warning that it won't work, it's guidance.
It's saying when this comes together, both people need to show up fully, not one-sided longing, real, reciprocal, balanced love. And this person is being called to that level of maturity. And we end with this. The energy just landed heavy when this card came out. I can't let go of you. This is the final truth. Everything before this, the self-doubt, the obsession, the visions, the desire, it all feeds into this. They have tried. Maybe you don't even know they tried. Maybe they went quiet for a while or seemed distracted or appeared to move on. But they didn't. They couldn't. Letting go of you would require letting go of something that feels like a piece of their own soul. And Spirit doesn't let people do that easily when the connection is genuine. I believe for many of you watching this, something is about to shift with this person. The energy is building toward a moment, a conversation, a message, a look, where they finally stop pretending they're fine without you.
Take what resonates, loves. But if this reading hit close to home, trust that. Drop claim in the comments if this reading was for you. And like this video if you felt the energy. It helps Spirit know who to send these messages to next. Final energy and what comes next. Here is what I want to leave you with. This person is not gone. They are not indifferent. They are not over you. What you are dealing with is someone who loves deeply, but moves slowly, who feels everything, but is afraid of the magnitude of what they feel. Spirit is showing me that within the coming weeks, something shifts in their awareness, a moment of clarity, a reason they can no longer justify the silence. It may come as a small gesture, a message, a like, a reach out that seems casual but carries everything they haven't said yet. Pay attention to the subtle things. The first contact after quiet is rarely loud. My advice to you, love, don't chase. Don't collapse inward. Stay soft, but stay rooted. You do not need to shrink yourself or perform unavailability to be worthy of this. You are always worthy. This reading was just the confirmation you didn't know you needed today. Until next time, take care of your heart. And remember, the right love always finds its way back.